Good afternoon and welcome inside Millett Hall for the second round of the MAC versus Sunbelt Challenge here on RedHawk Radio. My name is Andrew Relvas, joined alongside Bryan Miller for what should be an exciting final non-conference matchup on the Miami men's basketball season so far. Bryan, the RedHawks last game faced off against Central Michigan, and that was a game where they had a little bit of trouble against the Chippewas, but they took care of business at Mount Pleasant, and they're looking to extend their winning streak to 4 games today versus a tough Troy Trojans team.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Last game for Miami, a little bit of a battle. Got out to a big lead at Central Michigan, but ended up conceding it a little bit and had to battle at the end in order to grind out that victory. Luke Skaljak came up huge for the RedHawks in that game. 5 for 6 from the field, 3 for 3 on three-point attempts, 13 total points on the day. Really stepped up offensively in a day that Cam Kraft only played 12 minutes due to foul trouble. So, I mean, we've seen the depth of this Miami team really show out at times this season, especially that last game against Central Michigan.
RedHawks today will be without Reese Potter. He's in street clothes today. And this could be a problem, especially with how big Troy is. They're a mainly defensive team, and they've got some talented forwards in the Sun Belt Conference for sure.
Yeah, they're very good defensively, rated 91st in defensive rating on KenPom. Seems to be the strength of their team. Another thing I'm interested in, Andrew, is the battle of the pace here. Miami, they really like to go up-tempo, try to go quick, rated 111th in tempo on KenPom. And Troy's kind of the opposite. They put up good offensive numbers, but not necessarily a ton of points because they go slower, 287th in tempo on KenPom. I think whoever gets control of the pace early in this game will be in the driver's seat.
We'll take a break, be back after the national anthem. Stay with us. You're listening to Miami men's basketball on RedHawk Radio. We welcome you inside Millett Hall once again with the Miami RedHawks and the Troy Trojans. Starting lineups getting announced for the Troy Trojans, in the Sun Belt Conference. It'll be a starting lineup of 3 forwards, 2 guards, Thomas Dowd, Victor Valdez, Tayton Connerway, Jackson Fields, and Marcus Rigsby. The guard combo of Connerway and Rigsby. Got to be huge today against the RedHawks. And meanwhile, for Miami, the same starting lineup that they've ran pretty much all season long. Ian Elmer, Makai Cooper, Antoine Woolfolk, Cam Kraft, and Peter Suter for the RedHawks. What stands out to you, Bryan, especially for Troy?
Yeah, I would say, as you mentioned, Andrew, just the size difference that they're going to be rolling out there, a little bit of a bigger lineup, 6'8", 6'3", 6'7", 6'3", and 6'8". They're really going to try to exploit their matchup down low, especially with Reese Potter out. Just means Antoine Woolfolk's really going to have to step up, especially defensively for the RedHawks today.
Woolfolk a couple games ago put up a double-double against Eastern Michigan. Put up another near one. 10 points, 8 rebounds, really good numbers against Central Michigan. And, you know, like Troy, Central Michigan was a big team, and this certainly can be a big test for them, especially coming down to the home stretch of conference play.
Yeah, you mentioned the way Woolfolk has been playing, especially recently, has really improved his presence on the inside, averaging just over 6 rebounds a game. That's 9th in the MAC, and then his 63% field goal percentage leads the conference as well. Has been pretty reliable presence down low for the RedHawks.
Of course, Miami already victorious in round 1 of the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. In game number 1 on the road in Boone, North Carolina, Miami took down App State 77-63, and they're trying to go to 2-0 in the MAC Sun Belt Conference Challenge. Should be a fun one here at Millett Hall.
Yeah, should have a lot of good matchups this weekend in that challenge. South Alabama going to Akron, Arkansas State going to Kent to take on the Golden Flashes as well, and then App State playing OU in Athens. Should be a lot of good matchups. Miami, one of the few teams to get the win on the road for the MAC to open up the challenge. I wonder how the home court advantage for the MAC this time will impact those results.
And Troy defeated Toledo to start out the year. Toledo is a team Miami's going to be seeing pretty soon. Next home game coming up. Well, here we go. The RedHawks and the Trojans set to get things going on here in Millett Hall. Really good home crowd here. Not as much as we saw in that OU game, but still a really good number. Respectable for sure in a Saturday 1 o'clock game.
Interested to see how much of a presence we get from the crowd today, especially from the students. Decent showing from the students today, not quite as good as it was last week against OU, but still a pretty good showing.
Troy Trojans wearing their alternate blacks. Troy white across the chest with the red numbers, white outlines, the black shorts along with the Troy logo, the T on the side, the white and red stripes on the bottom of the shorts respectively for the Trojans. Meanwhile, the RedHawks wearing their home whites, the Miami red script across the chest, the red numbers, black outlines, the white uniforms, the white shorts, and red stripes on the bottom for the RedHawks. Set to be a good matchup here. Two teams that are on the rise in their respective conferences and trying to stay hot here in Millett Hall. The tip is up, and it's won by Fields and the Trojans, and we are officially underway. Troy moving from right to left.
As I mentioned earlier, Troy usually going slow offensively, so we'll see if they dominate the pace here early.
On the right side, offensive foul. That'll be an illegal screen from Jackson Fields. And a quick turnover on the Trojans.
Yeah, Fields looked pretty confused after that call. Looked like he was shuffling the feet a little bit. The screen on Cam Kraft.
Player to watch for Troy's Tayton Connerway. Scored in double figures for the past 15 games or so. He's been on a tear for sure. RedHawks working on the offensive zone on the right side. Peter Suter on the right wing. Bounces back up top over to Ian Elmer. Elmer bounces high block for Antoine Woolfolk. Inside the arc, drives inside, tries to spin around, feeds inside. Cooper out to Elmer. Left wing three. Misses off the mark. High rebound picked up there by Cooper. Another offensive possession. Feeds in the corner for Elmer. They go on the right wing. Another three. This time Suter. He cashes in for three. And the RedHawks lead the Trojans 3-0 here in the first.
Suter picking up right where he left off last game. Had 21 points in the win at Central Michigan. A big three to get the RedHawks started here today.
RedHawks lead 3-0 here in the first. The Trojans trying to land a punch back. On the left side, here's Marcus Rigsby. Back over to Tayton Connerway, then inside of Jackson Fields. It defended well against by Woolfolk. Switch back up top, shot clock winding down here. Rigsby hounded by Elmer. Time winding down, Valdez drives inside. That's gonna be a shot clock turnover. Big defensive stand by the RedHawks.
An excellent defensive possession there by the RedHawks. Great team defense, help defense, everyone just swarming to the ball there. I just don't think Valdez knew that there was time running out in the shot clock.
18:26 left to go. The RedHawks leading the Trojans 3-0. On the right wing, here's Cam Kraft. Back over, straightaway three. Peter Suter hits back heel, rebounded by Connerway, and the Trojans grab a stop.
Still a good look there from Suter, pretty much in and out. Would have been a big three there.
Victor Valdez, top of the key, drives left, feeds in the corner for Marcus Rigsby. Back over Fields, swing it over, a deep three from Victor Valdez. That one hits back rim, high rebound, picked back up there by Woolfolk. And here comes the RedHawks.
I think you're fine with Valdez taking that shot if you're Miami. He's shooting around 29% from three. I think you're fine with that look.
Peter Suter on the left side, driving inside. Will take it himself. The ball is forced out of bounds. It'll stay with the RedHawks off of Troy.
So far, Andrew, a couple minutes into this game, I'd say the pace has really favored Troy so far. I've seen a lot of half-court offense so far, not a ton of turnovers or, quick transitions so far in this game, but I'd say Miami's settling well.
It'll be RedHawks basketball. Inbound under the basket on the right side. Kai Cooper will be inbounding. Looks on the right side, feeds in the corner. Near corner three from Kraft. It's good. Back-to-back threes from Miami, and the RedHawks lead 6-0 here in the first.
Good screen down low for Miami. Gets Kraft wide open in the corner. That's a look you'll take all day if you're the RedHawks.
2 threes for the RedHawks. They're up 6. On the right side, Tayton Connerway in the corner finds Victor Valdez. He drives inside, looks over for Fields, batted around, kept alive with the Trojans. Shot clock winding down here. Deep three on the right side from Rigsby, and it's good.
Still a pretty solid defensive showing there from the RedHawks. Just got to finish the deal there, although I think you'll allow that shot from Rigsby, not the strongest three-point shooter as well.
So they answer in the corner. Suter for three. This is off the right rim. Another rebound for Rigsby. 6-3, the RedHawks lead. Connerway defended by Cooper. Back over Rigsby up top here. Drives inside. This will go out of bounds and stay with the Trojans. Here's Miles Rigsby now, playing with his brother. Rigsby, the sophomore. RedHawks also making a substitution here. Grant Byers coming in, replacing Woolfolk.
So it's an extra small lineup out there for the RedHawks right now. We'll see if Troy tries to go down low.
Connerway driving around, feeds back over to Marcus Rigsby, defended by Peter Suter, who reset the offense near half court. Miles Rigsby driving inside, heart of the defense, fadeaway jumper inside, comes up short, feels the rebound, can't get the second chance point. Ball kept in bounds by a diving Pete Suter. A whistle and a foul. This will be on Troy. What a defensive play there from Suter to keep the play alive, Bryan.
Yeah, absolutely. He was trying to get the rebound, but he was getting out-rebounded by the taller Troy Trojan. I couldn't tell exactly who it was, but just the effort from Pete Suter as the ball was going out of bounds to save it, for Makai Cooper to ultimately get it in the lap of a Trojan. Able to get out of bounds and get the ball back for Miami. Just really good effort there for Miami.
Fouls on Miles Rigsby. 16 minutes left to go. A whistle and a foul, and that's 2 quick ones on Rigsby.
Yeah, good job there by Suter, just driving in there. Didn't really look to be anything to be happening there for Rigsby. Just had to foul.
So Carrington Keel will come in for Miles Rigsby. RedHawks will have the possession on the far side. Peter Suter inbounds over to Byers, then back to Suter. Driving inside, kicks over, Byers, near wing three, comes up short. Marcus Rigsby, the rebound, feeds over the top, looking for a potential alley-oop, but it comes up short.
Not the strongest start on three-pointers so far for Miami, just 2 for 6 so far, but a few that have gone in and out.
Elmer near the free throw line, resets up top for Kraft. 15:35 left to go. The RedHawks leading 6-3. In the corner, Elmer for three. And we got a wedgie. Oh my goodness.
I think that's the first one we've had all year.
So with that, we will take a media timeout. 15:29 left to go, and Miami leading Troy 6-3. Stay with us. You're listening to Miami men's basketball on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back inside Millett Hall. The score 6-3 Miami over Troy. 15:29 left to go. It'll be an inbound on the far side for Luke Skowjak, now checking in. Feeds up top, Pete Suter on the left side, back to Skowjak, up top Suter. Drives inside, free throw Jay with one hand, misses the layup, grabs the rebound, and the RedHawks have it back. Ipsaro over to Suter, straightaway three, misses front rim, another high rebound for Connerway.
RedHawks are now 2 for 8 from the three-point line.
Drives inside, a whistle and a foul. This will be on Miami. Jarrell Bellamy, another high pass, draws the foul. So it'll be Troy basketball, inbounding under the basket on the left side. Bounce over, feeds down low. This is Dowd. Back over the rebound, Bellamy. The ball's loose, picked back up. Here comes the RedHawks. Suter racing, 2-on-1 for Miami. Misses the layup, and it stays with the Trojans, but hold up here. This will go out of bounds after Kiel tried to hand it over to Rigsby, but he stepped out of bounds.
Tough take there for Suter, going coast to coast. Real contested look at the rim, tried to reverse it. Almost got home, but just not quite able to fall through. It's been very, very physical start so far, Andrew.
A lot of fouls so far, 3 on Troy and 1 on Miami. Inbound pass, Byers, his layup's blocked. Second chance opportunity. He cashes in for 2, and the RedHawks lead 8-3 in the first.
Like seeing the fight there from Byers. Had a very open look for a lay-in, but a great block by Connerway, or Bellamy, sorry. But just way to recover for Byers, able to get home that bucket.
On the left side, Marcus Rigsby defended by Byers. They feed back up top for Carrington Keel. Keel, the ball
Great
stripped.
defense.
Skowjak takes it away. Skowjak, right wing three, fast break opportunity. Comes up short. Really good look there. Unfortunately, could not fall in. The other way, out of bounds turnover on Troy. That's Bellamy, and it'll go back to Miami.
Just really impressed with the way these guards are playing defensively. Great hands by Skowjak to get the ball back. A transition three. It's a wide open look. You're fine with him taking it. That's the shot that you want him to take that he usually makes. Wasn't able to get home, but still really good play defensively to get it all started.
Miami shooting 3 for 13 from the floor currently and 2 for 9 from three. Troy 1 for 6, so a slow start offensively, but these two teams trying to get it going. Ipsaro turns the ball over, searching for Kraft, and here comes Campbell and the Trojans. Inside, off the glass and in for two, Thomas Dowd, and it's a 3-point game, 8-5 Miami leads.
It got started on the defensive end there for Troy. Victor Valdez able to get the steal and get that transition game started for the Trojans.
Antoine Woolfolk driving inside, shows off the speed. Looking like a dunk, but he switched it up midair for a layup, and Miami leads 10-5.
Here's a nice fake pass trying to go up top. Really opened up the lane in front of him. A very strong take there for the Rutgers transfer.
5-point lead once again. All alone, Valdez for three on the left wing. Hits back heel. Rebound, Skowjak in the corner, and Miami gets another stop.
Good job there by the RedHawk defense, forcing them to take a three. Troy, not a great shooting team from three, just about 30%.
Ipsaro in the corner, Kraft for three, he misses. Thomas Dowd brings it the other way. Left wing three, it's good. Right in the face of Brant Byers, and the Trojans draw within two, 10-8.
Just not great on-ball pressure there for Miami. Is an easy look there for Dowd. Not the best three-point shooter, just about 28%, but very smooth stroke there.
Woolfolk lost his dribble, resets at the giant red M. Here's Evan Ipsaro getting a screen, goes on the right side, drives inside with a burst of speed, puts a layup off the glass and in, falling down, and Miami leads 12-8 in the first.
Really good take there from Ipsaro, going right at the defender, using his right hand to just toss it up there. Really good look for Ipsaro.
4-point lead for the RedHawks, 12:08 left to go. Tayton Connerway drives inside. His layup's too strong. Grabs his own miss. Blocked out of bounds by Ipsaro. It'll stay with Troy, though. We will take a media timeout, but RedHawks leading by 4, trying to get some more stops on the defensive end. We'll take a break, be back in a little bit. It's Miami 12, Troy 8, here on RedHawk Radio. Welcome back inside Millett Hall. Miami leading 12-8. 12 minutes left to go here in the first. What's gone right for the RedHawks, Bryan?
Well, I think they've done a really good job defensively getting the ball back for their offense. They've forced 4 turnovers so far in this game. They've only turned the ball over once. Been getting pretty good looks, especially from 3. Unfortunately, just hasn't gone down for the RedHawks there. 2 for 10 from the 3-point line, but a lot of those looks have been pretty good, Andrew. Just haven't happened to go in or just go in and out. But I think so far, Miami's playing really well, adjusting to Troy's style.
RedHawks up by 4. Here comes the Troy Trojans on the left side. Valdez hands off Connerway in the corner. Campbell for 3. He sinks it. And the Troy Trojans have cut the lead to 1.
Really good play there from Troy off of the screen. Campbell getting an open look from 3, shooting 38% from there. So someone Miami's going to need to be aware of.
Cooper was trying to swing it. It's turned over. Here comes Tayton Connerway driving inside. The finger roll layup's good for him. And the Trojans have taken their first lead of the afternoon, 13-12 in the first.
And Miami's done a good job so far today, not turning the ball over, giving Troy easy looks. Not happening on that possession, though.
Kraft misses the corner 3, goes for the layup. He's blocked. This will be a turnover. Back to the Troy Trojans.
And a couple drives in there for Kraft, able to get the ball back, but as he was going up, Troy able to snatch the ball right from him, makes it a jump ball and Trojan ball.
So Troy trying to keep this momentum on their side. Really has started on the defensive zone. That's been their philosophy all season long. We've got a foul. This will be on Miami. On Cam Kraft. So it stays with the Trojans here. 11:06 left to go in the first.
And Kraft, someone that dealt with some foul trouble early in the last game against Central Michigan, really limited his minutes. Going to have to stay disciplined on the defensive end here today.
Connerway over to Campbell in the corner. Thought about driving in, instead kicks back up to Connerway. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Tayton Connerway driving inside in the teeth of the defense, draws the foul, and he will go to the line.
Man, it just seems like a bailout call there for Troy. Did really good driving it in, but then Ian Elmer with the late foul, which I really don't think was necessary. It was a wild look there from Connerway. Just can't have that if you're Miami defensively.
Connerway makes the first, the leading scorer for the Trojans at about 13, 4, and 5 a game. 64% free throw shooter, misses the second. Kraft the rebound, he lost the ball, down, going for the layup, misses, and Makai Cooper gets the rebound for Miami.
That ball just slipped away from Cam Kraft there, gave Troy an opportunity, but luckily not able to do anything with it for Miami.
RedHawks working fast, and Cooper draws a foul. This was on Randarius Jones. So fourth team foul on Troy, and the RedHawks bring a little bit more size in. Antoine Woolfolk coming in for the RedHawks. 10:32 left to go. Miami trailing Troy by 2. Makai Cooper drives inside, feeds over. Nice dish to Woolfolk under the basket, but he instead circles away. Back on the left side, Ian Elmer driving left baseline. Swings it all the way over, searching for Kraft in the corner. Tipped out of bounds off of Troy.
Really good look there from Cooper driving it in, able to find Woolfolk down low, but Woolfolk just not quite ready to get the ball. If he got it immediately and went up, would have been an open look for sure, but had to take his time there.
Kraft with a shot clock ending, hoisted a deep wing 3, but it misses. And it stays 14-12. This has been a really defensive-oriented first half, Bryan.
Yeah, it really has. I mentioned the battle of the pace and the contrast of styles in the beginning of this game. So far, it has definitely been a Troy style of game, much slower, much more presence inside for both of these teams, much in a big time battle as far as rebounding goes. Going to be a big factor the rest of the way today.
Troy ahead 14-12 in the first. Victor Valdez drives inside, kicks in the corner, finds Connerway, and Connerway will drive inside, puts up a shot, counted and one. Sandwiched in between a pair of RedHawks, and the senior will go to the line.
Connerway really starting to get going after this last media timeout. Really good take there, able to get the foul and the bucket. Chance for a three-point play for the senior Connerway. 2 for 3 from the field now.
Connerway, the 2023 Sun Belt Sixth Man of the Year last year, sinks the free throw, converting the three-point play, and Troy leads 17-12. Connerway up to 6 points. The RedHawks trailing by 5, searching for an answer offensively. Makai Cooper racing the other way, turns the ball over. That one's stolen away by Connerway.
A really good play by him, just came right behind Cooper to get the steal, something you'd see usually out of Jose Alvarado or something like that. Miami's got to do a better job communicating there. Someone coming behind you, Makai, you got to get it.
Connerway's the #1 in steals on the Sun Belt. Exhibit A right there. Cooper gets subbed out for Ipsaro. RedHawks have really been stalling offensively recently, trying to get it back going. 5-point game, the Trojans ahead of the RedHawks. 9:26 left to go. Ipsaro the ball on the right side, weaves around the defense, drives inside the free throw line, loses the ball, and here comes the racing Trojans. One-on-one, puts up a shot off the glass, no good. That was Kiel. Valdez the rebound, blocked by Woolfolk. This is going to be a foul. Offensive foul on Troy, and it goes back to the RedHawks.
A really good job there by Suter to take the charge, get the first foul called on Valdez. Suter's one of those types of players I feel like is made for this type of game defensively, very willing to take charges, get physical down low. Miami's going to need that today.
So offensive foul on Victor Valdez. It'll be back to the RedHawks. Turned the ball over a lot recently. 7 turnovers so far. 9:02 left to go in the first. 17 Troy, 12 Miami. Ipsaro over to Skowjak in the corner. This is tipped out of bounds by Valdez.
Just the physicality of Troy has really given Miami a lot of trouble. Just haven't been able to find the looks that they'd usually get in conference play.
In the corner, Suter inbounds, goes all the way back near Miami's basket to Luke Skowjak. Skowjak, the freshman, trying to come alive here for Miami. Suter inside Woolfolk. Skowjak over to Ipsaro. 4-3 in the corner. It's good. Far corner 3 from Ipsaro, 15-17.
Good look there, running the triangle offense on that possession for Miami. Run through Woolfolk, able to get it outside. An easy look for Ipsaro in the corner.
2-point game now. Rigsby down low, searching for Bellamy. Ball's loose on the ground. Valdez picks it up. Rigsby tries a left wing 3, hits back heel. High rebound, cleaned up by Ian Elmer. Tight roping on the sideline, and this will be a foul on Troy. We've really seen this full court pressure from Troy from the start, and it's kind of worked to perfection so far for Scott Cross.
Yeah, it has. It's given Miami a little bit of trouble getting the ball up the court, getting set in their offense, and finding those looks that we've been able to see them get the past few games. It's going to be a lot harder for Miami offensively to get those looks.
So 6 fouls on Troy. Miami's in the bonus. Skowjak feeds down low. Ian Elmer inside the paint. Double team, puts up a shot. That's short. The rebound put back for 2. Suter, right place, right time. And we are tied, 17 in the first.
Really good reflexes there from Suter. Knew that the shot from Elmer was going to be short. Timed his jump just on time to get the ball and get himself an easy layup.
7:32 left to go. The RedHawks a 5-0 run. Rigsby the layup. That comes up short. Suter the rebound. He turns it over. Campbell gets it back for Troy. And Skaljak steals it away from Troy. 2-on-1 Ipsaro off the glass, head full of steam, draws the foul. He's going to the free throw line.
Had a really good play by Skaljak on the defensive end. That's his second steal today. Very active hands for the freshman guard. Has gotten himself in really good position for the offense to take advantage of that and get the foul there.
We've seen a ton of fouls. It's been sloppy at times, but the RedHawks tied with the Trojans, and we've reached a media timeout. 7:15 left to go. It's Miami 17 and Troy 17. Stay with us on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back inside. Miami and Troy even. 7:15 left to go in the first. Andrew Relvas alongside Bryan Miller. And Evan Ipsaro will be at the free throw line for a pair of free throws. And he sinks the first one. Ipsaro, number 5 free throw shooter in the MAC, an 86% shooter.
And somehow the first free throw on the day today for Miami. And with them in the bonus now, with 7 minutes to go, could be something that they can exploit as this first half concludes.
Ipsaro sinks them both, and Miami's ahead 19-17. 7 minutes left to go in the first. It's Marcus Rigsby up top. On the right side, Thomas Dowd, defended by Elmer, and they feed it around the horn. Back over Rigsby on the right side. Shot clock winding down. The RedHawks here has Tayton Connerway, and he drives inside and draws a foul. I was about to say just a really good defensive switch, but Connerway draws the foul.
And foul called on Elmer. That'll be his second, so not sure if he's going to stay in this game, but if he is, he's going to have to stay really disciplined and not pick up that third before the half.
Tayton Connerway makes the first. Senior from Burleson, Texas, in his second year at Troy.
And looks like Skaljak and Elmer coming out. Kraft and Well, I guess Skowjak is staying in. So Kraft coming in for Elmer, which makes sense considering his 2 fouls today.
So Connerway makes them both, and it's 19-19 Troy and Miami. Tight start here between the MAC and the Sun Belt teams that are really on the rise this year. Luke Skowjak up top will take it himself, tipped out of bounds. Valdez, and it gets it off of Skowjak. Great defensive play there from Valdez, forcing another turnover.
Yeah, active hands there from Valdez right as Skowjak was going up, just getting the ball and forcing it to bounce off of Skowjak, getting yourself an extra possession. If you're Troy, done a really good job defensively so far.
6:23 left to go. Troy and Miami tied. Back over Thomas Dowd, passing down low for Miles Rigsby, corkscrew, but he traveled. Great defense there from Miami. That's the 9th turnover now on Troy.
It's what this Miami defense does really well, is forcing turnovers. They forced 9 of them today, as you've mentioned. Really good recovery there from Cam Kraft in order to force that travel.
So it's back to the RedHawks tied with the Trojans. 6 minutes left to go. Kai Cooper over to Peter Suter in the corner, now driving inside. Byers searching for Cooper, and he turns it over. Off to the races, Tayton Connerway takes it himself, off the glass and in for 2. Trojans lead 21-19.
Just an uncontested look there for Connerway, able to rise up and get himself an easy layup, and now 10 points for Connerway. It was a slow start for him, but has really turned it on now.
10 turnovers for Miami. Gotta be careful. Brant Byers, near wing 3, misses the rebound. Valdez, and that's another stand by Troy.
And a quick possession there for Miami. One and done opportunity.
Thomas Dowd in the corner, now has Fields. Fields, the right-handed floater, it's good, over Byers. That's now 4 straight points from Troy. Miami working quickly. Cam Kraft kicks up for Peter Suter. Suter in the corner, over for Kraft, misses the 3. That's gonna be another rebound and another stop for Troy. Fields draws the foul.
Foul called on Byers over back call there. That's his first. No one really in foul trouble yet for Miami. 6 team fouls so far in the half, and once again the Troy defense making it really hard for Miami offensively, doing a really good job rebounding as well and preventing second chance opportunities.
Miami scoreless in about the past 2.5 minutes. Trying to find an answer. Valdez drives inside. Fields off the glass and in for 2. 6 straight points by Troy, and we've got a quick foul. This is going to be on Rigsby. That'll be his 3rd.
Wow. It comes with no time going off the clock either. It could be a big foul. Miami's offense really hasn't been able to get anything going. Their best offense lately has been getting to the free throw line, especially with Ipsaro up now. That's exactly what you want if you're the RedHawks.
So it'll be a 1-on-1 here for Evan Ipsaro. 8 fouls on Troy in the first half so far. Ipsaro in his 2nd year at Miami has carved out a big defensive role. Sinks the first free throw, and the RedHawks trail 20-25.
Yeah, Ipsaro could do a lot of things pretty well for the RedHawks. 8 points so far today. That leads the team. Typically don't see that out of him, but can really drive the ball in well, can shoot as well, has a 3 today. And as you mentioned, Andrew, so good defensively.
And he sinks both free throws. Miami 4 for 4 at the free throw line, all of them from Ipsaro. 4-point game, Trojans ahead 25-21. RedHawks trying to force a stop. Marcus Rigsby up top. on the right side, gives it over Valdez straight away. Shot clock at 8. In the corner, Rigsby for 3. Misses on the right side. Cooper the rebound. Miami gets a stop. Cooper hands off for Suter, and he turns it over. That's the 11th turnover on Miami, and Troy works it the other way.
Just really good hands there, able to take it away from Suter, bounce right to a Trojan.
In the corner for 3. This one's well short from Kiel. And this will be a foul on, I believe, Troy. Or no, excuse me, foul on Antoine Woolfolk, so it'll stay with the Trojans. Take a timeout in a moment, but Bryan, Miami has to be a lot more careful with the basketball.
Yeah, just turning the ball over way too easily on the offensive end. Seems like they're going a little too quickly, and Troy's able to take advantage of it. Really something you can't afford right now if you're the RedHawks.
Take a break, be back in a minute. It's Troy 25 and Miami 21, trailing with about 4 minutes left to go. Be back in a moment. Back inside Millett Hall, Miami trailing Troy 21-25. Under 4 minutes left to go. These are going to be crucial few moments coming up here for the RedHawks.
Just got to get something done offensively. I've had a lot of trouble, especially in the half-court offense Miami has. Just getting open looks. The Troy defense and physicality really bothering them.
So Victor Valdez will go to the line. And this is the first free throw, too strong on that one.
Valdez about 81% from the line coming into today.
Sophomore from Monterrey, Mexico, makes the second. Lead up to 5, 26-21 in the first. RedHawks facing a full court pressure, and Evan Ipsaro has it for Miami. 3:44 left to go. Peter Suter on straightaway side. Bounce pass down low, finds Brant Byers in. This one out of bounds. See which way it goes.
Looks like it's staying with Miami. Everyone's staying on that side of the court. It's a good cut by Byers, but just not ready with the ball in his hands. A little bit of a bobble there.
Ipsaro finds Suter, back in the corner. Evan Ipsaro drives inside, head full of steam, finds Cooper. Left wing three, that's short off the left rim. Another stop by the Troy Trojans, who have been special defensively this first half. We've got an offensive foul. Foul on Fields, his second. That's another big one, Bryan.
Yeah, sure is. That's going to be his second, and that's one of the big men down low for Troy. That's been a matchup that they've been looking to exploit all day today. Are leading the battle in points in the paint, 12-8 so far. Could be a big loss if he has to sit out for an extended period of time.
3 minutes and change, deep wing three for Byers, it's good. Miami answers back, 26-24, Troy ahead.
Man, and they really, really needed that. Miami 4 for 16 on 3-point attempts now. Desperately needed a shot like that to get something going.
2-point game, Rigsby up top to Tayton Connerway. Connerway swings it over, Dowd for three in the corner, it's good. Answers back, and Troy's back ahead by 5.
Good look there for Dowd. A really good pass from Connerway to set that up. His first assist today.
Peter Suter in the corner, all alone. Byers for three. It's good. Back-to-back three-pointers from Brant Byers, and the RedHawks trail by 2 once again, 29-27.
That was a rare defensive lapse there from Troy. Byers left wide open in the corner and able to knock it down.
2-point game once again on the right side. Valdez tipped. It's back over to Rigsby. 2 minutes left to go. Two teams trading buckets. Valdez in the corner for three. Misses. The rebound is picked up. That is Bellamy, but it's out of bounds off of him.
Rebounding for Miami has kind of been a weakness this year, honestly. Ranked 10th in the MAC in rebounds per game, but they're just doing a really good job battling today, leading the rebounding battle 16-14. They've done really, really good matching Troy's physicality.
Cooper driving inside, it's stripped away. Here comes Campbell, 3-on-2 for Troy. This one tipped out of bounds. Suter got it away, disrupting the fast break chance.
A good job there by Suter to prevent any easy looks for Troy. They're going to have to earn it in the half-court offense now.
Pace has certainly picked up here in Millett Hall. Under 2 to play. Valdez in the corner, gives it over. Dowd, left wing three, halfway home. Battle for the board on the ground. It's loose, and this is going to be a foul against, or excuse me, a timeout on Troy. So quick timeout, and we'll keep it here. RedHawks, they've had their ebbs and flows in this game offensively, but seem to have picked it up, especially thanks to Brant Byers, who's up to 8 points.
Yeah, they've had trouble shooting it from three today, Andrew. 5 for 17 on the day, just below 30%. But right when they needed a shot in the arm, Brant Byers has given it to them. Couple threes in a row has really injected some life into Miami offensively. They're now down only 2 points with a minute and a half to go. If you're able to maintain this pace or even try to get a quick lead with the way they've been shooting the ball lately, it'd just be huge for the RedHawks.
Ipsaro up to 9 points, Byers up to 8. Certainly hasn't been pretty, but you'll take that if you're Miami, especially how stingy Troy's defense has been.
Yeah, this is not going to be a pretty game by any means, but you just want to get out of here with a W. This is going to be a very hard-fought game.
Marcus Rigsby, the inbound, finds Cooper Campbell. Campbell setting up the offense, hands it over for Connerway. Back over Rigsby. Shot clock at 10 now. Rigsby, a deep three on the right side. Rims out. Byers the rebound, tipped over. Suter gets it. He's racing the other way. Peter Suter defended by Campbell. 3-on-1, dishes over. Byers the slam. What a feed. Suter to Byers, and we are tied 29 in the first.
No one picked up the trailer. Byers on that play. A really good pass by Suter. Mid-air, finding him, dumping it off to Byers, and Byers slamming it home.
Took a full effort. Rebound was highly contested as well, and we're tied. Minute left to go. Campbell up top, gives it over for Connerway. Back over, Dowd defended by Skowjak. Connerway over to Campbell for three. Right wing three, that misses, and Suter grabs the rebound.
Tough look there for Campbell. RedHawks defense doing a good job forcing these contested shots.
Quick foul, this is gonna be on Marcus Rigsby. He's second. I mean, these fouls are really racking up for Troy, and Miami's in the double bonus.
If Fields, Rigsby, Jones all have 2, and then Miles Rigsby with 3 fouls. So a few Troy Trojans in foul trouble.
Pissarro misses the first.
Rare miss there for Pissarro, but regardless, he's doing a really, really good job getting to the foul line. It's been the only RedHawk to do it so far. Just really good at creating these fouls.
So Pissarro, one more free throw. Sophomore from Crestview Hills sinks the second. RedHawks lead 30-29, 37 seconds left to go in the half.
RedHawks going with a 2-3 look here.
Campbell over for Dow, then back to Campbell. Swings it over for Victor Valdez. Back up, Campbell. Nearly a backcourt violation, kept alive by Connerway. Shot clock at 10, over for Valdez. Driving, defended by Skowjak. His layup short, great defense from Skowjak, and Suter collects the rebound.
Really good job getting the rebound there for Suter.
Suter, with time winding down, puts up a layup
What
off
a
the
take.
glass and in, falling down, and that'll conclude the first half. A 7-0 run for the RedHawks to head into the break with their heads held high. What a finish for Miami, Bryan.
That was an awesome run there for Miami, and an awesome take by Suter, getting the rebound, then going coast to coast. I didn't think there was any shot that lay-in was going to go, but regardless, it does. A huge bucket for Miami with a 3-point lead. Quite the past couple minutes there for the RedHawks.
Talked about it earlier, but it hasn't been pretty. Hasn't really mattered, though. Miami ahead 32-29. 20 combined from Pissarro and Byers. So the top guys not really doing too much offensively, but Suter has 7. We will take a break and be back for the second half between Miami and Troy. Stay with us. You're listening to Miami men's basketball on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back from the break. It's Miami 32 and Troy 29, but more importantly, Miami ending the first half on an 8-0 run, coming out with some definitely fire inside them, and they're trying to keep the momentum here against the Troy Trojans. Welcome back inside. My name is Andrew Relvas, joined alongside Bryan Miller. And Bryan, it's going to take a full 20 minutes for the RedHawks to close out the Trojans.
Yeah, this has been a very hard-fought, physical, very competitive game. Both teams leading for about equal amount of time in the first half. No team leading by more than 6 points in either direction. Just been very competitive so far, very defensively led. Both teams combined shooting 38% on field goal attempts and 30% from three. Miami especially struggling, 5 for 17 from the three-point line, but Brant Byers came up big with a couple threes towards the end of the half. We'll see if he's able to keep that momentum going in the second.
It'll be RedHawks ball moving from right to left. Peter Suter has it on the right side. Resets over to Antoine Woolfolk. Woolfolk playing with 2 fouls. Double team, lost the ball, Valdez. But Suter picks it up in the backcourt. Suter thought about a three, instead resets and swings it over in the corner for Kraft. Kraft drives inside, right-handed layup. It's good for him. 10-0 for the RedHawks. Rowan here in the second.
Just a strong take there from Kraft. Typically don't see that from him often, but really, really strong take there for the Xavier transfer.
A 10-0 run for Miami. In the corner, Dowd dishes low for Fields. Back up top, Valdez. Kicks in the corner, Dowd. Over to Rigsby, then back over. A deep three for Connerway, NBA range. Misses the rebound, Dowd. Death of the shot clock. His shot comes up short inside the three-point line, and it's back to Miami.
RedHawks got away with it that time, but allowed a second chance opportunity there for the Trojans.
Elmer in the corner for three. This is on the right side, front rim. The rebound, Connerway.
Man, that could have been a really big shot if Elmer drilled that one.
Deep three on the left side for Rigsby. That one misses. Miami gets another stop.
And a good job rebounding that ball for the RedHawks. Good job by Woolfolk. They're not allowing a second chance.
Peter Suter drives inside, fading away. His shot's way off on the right side. And Connerway grabs another defensive rebound. Left wing three in transition. Dowd, he misses. The loose ball on the ground. Touched last by Antoine Woolfolk.
Yeah, Dowd looking for a foul on that shot. A little bit of exaggeration per se there. But Woolfolk not able to come up with the rebound there. Troy getting a second opportunity.
Troy scoreless over the past about 5 minutes. It's been a dry spell, certainly. Valdez trying to end that one. Kicks up top on the right wing. Dowd for three. It's good. And the game is back to a 2-point game.
Dowd has really stepped up today from the three-point line for Troy. 3 for 5 on three-point attempts. Troy just 5 for 17 today, so Dowd has really stepped up.
34-32. Cooper turns it over. Here comes the Trojans the other way. Valdez hands over. Left wing three. Connerway in transition. Hits back heel. Woolfolk the rebound. And Suter draws the foul. This one on Connerway in transition.
It's a good look there for Connerway. Transition three, certainly an open look, but just not able to make it fall down. Just seems Troy's been one shot away from really turning this game around to start the second half.
34-32, Miami ahead of Troy. Makai Cooper on the left wing, bounces straight away to Suter. Nearly lost his ball, picks up his own dribble. Suter, double team, hands it over Kraft. Free throw jumper, fading away, it's good. Cam Kraft answers, and Miami's ahead 36-32 in the second.
Kraft just finding the open hole in the zone, taking a step back to create more room for himself and able to drill that mid-range shot.
Back to a 4-point lead for Miami. Whistle on a foul, this will be on Suter. That'll be his second. Fouls for both sides adding up here. So Brant Byers back in, replacing Woolfolk.
And a small lineup out for Miami. Remember, Reese Potter out for this game with that back injury. So Miami's going to have to go with some smaller looks today.
Rigsby turns this one over pretty much to no one, and here comes the RedHawks. Cooper floats it out of bounds off of Dowd. $11 turnovers now for Troy. Miami has 13. Definitely a messy game, but Miami ahead by 4. Cooper up top on the edge of the big red M of Miami. Hands it over Elmer. Suter left wing, back over. Elmer, right wing 3. It's good. A deep one for Ian Elmer, and Miami leads by 7, 39-32 in the second.
Good look there for Elmer. Troy backing off of him. Has struggled from the three-point line today. It's his first one today, now 1 for 4.
Conaway up top, Dowd, a deep 3 in response. Hits the front rim, a high rebound for Byers.
Dowd really feeling himself there. That would have been a really long make.
Peter Suter on the right side, head full of steam, draws the contact, no foul. Here comes Troy the other way. Dowd in transition, misses the layup up close. Right-handed layup, too strong on that one. Kraft, transition 3 on the right wing, that misses, and it's back to the Trojans. Here's Conaway driving inside, fading away, and he makes that one. That was an impressive shot, cutting it to 5.
That was an impressive shot. Very acrobatic there from Conaway. Had to adjust mid-air. Now 12 points.
Bounce pass, beautiful feed. Suter to Cooper. The lay-in's good, and Miami leads 41-34.
Really good cut there from Cooper. Nice backdoor cut. Makes it an easy layup.
7-point lead for Miami, trying to get it to double digits. 15-16 left to go. They feed it around up top for Rigsby. Back over Victor Valdez. Drives inside, and he draws a foul. Looks like it may have been on Byers.
Oh, Coach Steele's not happy about that call at all. That would look to be a late whistle. Travis Steele not happy about it.
We'll take a timeout. Miami leading 41-34. Momentum on the RedHawks side. Stay with us here inside Millett Hall. Welcome back inside Millett Hall. Victor Valdez at the free throw line. Makes the first. So the foul's on Suter. Valdez, one more free throw to go.
And that's a third foul on Suter, so a pretty big one.
Valdez makes them both.
Although I will add, Suter's still out there, so Travis Steele really trusting him to play disciplined defense.
I mean, he has been all over it defensively, trying to keep it going. In the corner, Brant Byers drives inside, tough layup. Can't get it to fall, grabs the second chance rebound, and Miami resets. Luke Skowjak driving inside, head full of steam, off the glass and in, counted and one.
Good take there from Luke Skowjak. Has really provided a nice boost for this offense, has really picked up his game lately, especially last game, 3 for 3 from the three-point line at Central Michigan. Right when they needed it the most, as they were struggling a little bit, Skowjak came up big, and he did it again there with that nice take.
Skowjak makes the free throw, providing a burst of energy, and the RedHawks are up by 8. In Miami, compared to last year, much deeper and a lot more underclassmen talent. 44-36, Miami ahead of Troy, trying to get another stop. Tayton Conaway drives inside against Ipsaro, and he gets the layup to go.
Yeah, Conaway just able to get the best of Ipsaro there, able to get back into the scoring column.
14 points for Tayton Conaway, leading all scorers. 6-point game, 44-38. Peter Suter gives it over for Ipsaro, defended well by Cooper. Ipsaro kicks it in the corner. Skowjak drives inside. This is a long two, and he gets it to go. 5 straight points from Luke Skowjak, and the RedHawks are ahead by 8 once again.
Well, he's doing it again. Had a nice pump fake there. Very smooth transition to a mid-range jack.
46-38 now. 13:50 left to go in the game. Up top, Rigsby, defended by Byers. And Rigsby will circle back. Rigsby searching for a man. It's taken away by Suter. Suter, bounce pass, has Elmer. Left wing three, Luke Skowjak. It's good!
Boom, there you go.
Luke Skowjak, 8 straight points for him, and the RedHawks are up 49-38. What a start from the freshman.
Really good ball movement there from the RedHawks, starting with Suter, getting it to Elmer, and pass outside to Skowjak, able to drill the three.
13-10 left to go, 11-point lead for Miami, and Suter steals it away on the low baseline.
This Miami defense really stepping up here, really forcing a lot of turnovers. Big time possession here.
Suter on the right side gives it over for Elmer in the corner, driving inside, defended by Campbell. Trying to go over the top to Ipsaro, and this one over his head, out of bounds. Miami leading by 11. Certainly feels like the momentum's on the RedHawks side.
Yeah, they've done a really good job defensively, and Troy really struggling on the offensive end, just 1 for 10 on their last 10 three-point attempts and scoreless the past 145. Just need to get something done on the offensive end to get anything going.
Here's the inbound inside to Randarius Jones, defended by Elmer. This one swatted away.
Really good job by Ian Elmer there. And the defense for Miami just playing so impressive with the size disadvantage.
Ipsaro bounce pass up top. Elmer gives it over Skowjak straight away. Defended by Campbell. Gets a screen from Elmer. Skowjak on the right side. Kicks in the corner. Ipsaro for 3, and he airballs it.
I just think that was too quick of a release from Ipsaro. They're very uncharacteristic of him.
And Ipsaro fouls Rigsby in response.
It's very uncharacteristic of Ipsaro those past couple of possessions. A rushed 3 on that last possession offensively, and then getting the foul on the defensive end. It's his first foul, so not the biggest deal in the world, but very uncharacteristic.
Conaway in the corner, defended by Ipsaro, drives inside, puts up a shot off the glass and in for 2 over Woolfolk, and Troy trails by 9.
Very strong take there.
In the corner, Elmer for three. This one airballs again. Another missed opportunity by Miami, and here comes Tayton Connerway the other way. Right-handed floater, that's short. Dowd the rebound, gives it up top to Rigsby. Hounded by Ipsaro, and that's gonna be another quick one on Ipsaro. So we've reached the under 12 media timeout. Miami leading by 9 and trying to halt a potential Troy run. Stay with us on Red Hawk Radio. It's Miami 49, Troy 40. After the break, Miami leads 49-40. It'll be Troy basketball moving from left to right. Cooper Campbell has it. Looking for anyone, gives it over Dowd, back to Campbell and back to Connerway. Shot clock winding down. Connerway drives inside, defended by Cooper. Off the glass and in, gets it to go. And Troy trails by 7.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're finding their way back into this game, just clawing their way back, starting defensively and getting better looks on the offensive end as well.
49-42, Cooper has it on the right side, hounded by Connerway. Cooper will drive inside, swatted away by Connerway. Back to the Trojans. Here's Miles Rigsby up top. Rigsby gets the righty layup to go, and it's back to a 5-point game.
Really good drive there from Rigsby, able to get his first points of the game.
We've got a turnover on Cooper. Turn it over in their own zone, and it's back to the Trojans. They can make this a one-possession game.
Just an outstanding effort on the press there from Troy. Cooper not ready for it, bounces off his leg, and Troy with a chance to make this a one-possession game.
Campbell in the corner, gives it up top, right wing three, Connerway. That one misses, and the rebound is picked up by Woolfolk. He draws the foul. This will be on Jones. Stops it at 10:44.
And that's the third foul for Jones on a foul so far away from the basket. Just seems very unnecessary there, but a big break for the RedHawks.
So Jones up to 3, Miles Rigsby at 3. Those are two crucial forwards, excuse me. Marcus Rigsby has 2 along with Jackson Fields. Foul trouble is certainly apparent. Cooper has it here for the RedHawks. Bounces down low on the high block. Woolfolk defended by Connerway. Woolfolk double teamed, lost the ball. Tight roped on the sideline, and this will stay with the RedHawks.
Man, Woolfolk very lucky there that didn't bounce off him. It wasn't a turnover. That was just too much dribbling while being double teamed.
Nearly could have been another turnover. We've seen Woolfolk have trouble at times dribbling it, especially against this tight Troy defense. 6 remaining on the shot clock. Suter looking for options, finds Kraft. Right hand layup, it's good. Beautiful feed and a beautiful finish. Miami's up 51-44.
Man, very close to a 5-second violation, but very heads up play by Kraft, finding an open spot underneath the hoop and getting himself an easy lay-in.
Halfway home in the second, Miami ahead by 7. Tayton Connerway finds Fields for 3, he misses. Rebound is batted around, picked up by Byers. Cooper gives it over for Kraft. He drives inside, righty floater, that's short. High rebound by Dowd.
Kraft's had some strong takes today, including that one, just not able to bring it home.
Tayton Connerway driving against 2, finds Fields, and he is fouled. Woolfolk the defense, and this will be Woolfolk's 3rd.
That's a big one, especially with Potter being out for Miami. Biggest guy on the court for the RedHawks, Antoine Woolfolk, playing with 3 fouls. Doesn't look like a sub's gonna come up to the scores table, so there's gonna be a big few minutes for Antoine Woolfolk and Peter Suter as well, both playing with 3 fouls. They gotta be very disciplined.
So Fields at the free throw line, the junior from Missouri City, Texas. And he misses the first. He's a 74% free throw shooter, averaging 7, 5, and 1. Fields makes the second. He splits the pair, and it's a 6-point game.
And both teams now somewhat cold from the field. RedHawks 1 for 5 on the last 5 field goal attempts, and Troy just making 1 out of their last 12 3-pointers.
Full court pressure here from the Trojans. Peter Suter has it for the RedHawks. Getting a screen from Woolfolk. Suter circles back. Shot clock at 10. Finds Woolfolk on the high block. Defended by Fields, gives it over Kraft in the corner. Shot clock winding down, got to put something up here. A whistle and a foul. This will be on Fields.
Wow.
Late foul at the death of the shot clock, and everybody on the Troy Trojans are upset. Understandably so.
I mean, I get it. You were going to get the ball and have a fast break, chance for an easy lane, but I mean, there's 2 seconds left on the shot clock. There's going to be absolutely no way that Kraft is going to be able to throw up a shot in that position. Just a complete bailout foul there from Troy.
This is actually going to go on Miles Rigsby. He has 4 fouls, so even worse for Troy. It also leads to a brand new shot clock for Miami. Right wing 3, Byers, halfway home, routed around.
And Rigsby's still out there for the Trojans, so you'd think Miami would go right at him on the offensive end.
Connerway bounce pass down low. They kick back up top. Valdez for 3, straight away, it's good. Victor Valdez cuts the lead to 3. It's 51-48 Miami.
He needed that. His first 3-pointer on the day. It's a big one. Back to a 1-possession game.
Cooper over for Suter straight away. Near half court, drives on the right side. They kick it over for Elmer. Elmer drives inside, creating some separation there. His layup comes up short, grabs his own miss. Still alive, puts up a shot off the glass and in, counted and 1. Ian Elmer can do it all, and he has a chance for a 3-point play.
That's just grit there from Ian Elmer. That is just doing the dirty work. Got the ball immediately, put a nice crossover on Valdez, and if it doesn't work the first time, just keep trying and trying. Getting his own offensive rebound. A great take there from Elmer, trying to get a three-pointer the old-fashioned way.
Great work there from Ian Elmer. 53-48, Miami leads, can make it a 6-point game here with the free throw. Cincinnati native, went to Taft High School, one of the best there, and he makes the second. Foul on Valdez as well. Foul trouble certainly apparent here for the front court. Quick foul, this will be on Skaljak.
I think he's going over the back there.
Looks like they changed the Rigsby foul on Jones. So Rigsby at 3, Jones at 3. Valdez not far behind. Tayton Conaway drives inside, double teamed, misses the layup, and Elmer grabs the rebound. Big stop there by Miami.
Sure was. Contested look there for Conaway. That would have been a very impressive make if he was able to bring it home.
Skaljak has it. Kicks in the corner, Evan Ipsaro back over Skaljak, and they reset up top. Ian Elmer, right side, right wing. Skaljak kicks over, no look pass. Elmer, a near wing three. It's good. 6 straight points from Ian Elmer, and Miami leads Troy 57-48 in the second.
Elmer with 3 points. Couple possessions go with the and one layup. That time the traditional three-pointer. Great look for Elmer there, was left wide open.
Rigsby, a straightaway 3 in response. That one misses, but we've got a foul. Looks like it's on Troy, and it is. This looks like it's going to be on Rigsby now. Or excuse me, Randarius Jones. So he's up to 4. And we'll take a timeout with 7:05 left to go. Miami up by 9 once again. Stay with us here on Red Hawk Radio. Back inside Millett Hall for round 2 of the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. It's been a fun one here between Troy and Miami. 7:05 left to go. RedHawks looking for win number 4 in a row. Full court pressure by Troy, and Peter Suter has it here for Miami. Suter on the right side, drives, gives it up top, a right wing three. Luke Skowjak can't get it to go, off the back rim.
Would have been a really good make there from Skowjak. Much more contested look than he's seen throughout this game.
Skowjak tips one out of bounds. Even if he's not making those shots, he's still a really good defender.
Yeah, he's been very active today, very active hands today for Skowjak. A couple steals and then forcing that ball to go out of bounds there.
9-point lead for Miami. The largest was 11. Here's Rigsby down low. Stolen away by Suter on the floor. Quick foul too on Rigsby there. That'll be his 3rd.
What a job there from Peter Suter, reading the eyes of Troy, looking to go down low, but for preventing that pass from getting to the paint anyway, and a great job getting on the floor and forcing the foul.
Now Miami in the bonus here. The 1-on-1 coming up for Pete Suter. Suter can't get it to go. Unlucky roll.
That thing was halfway in too.
57-48 Miami leads. Troy trying to answer. Here's Cooper Campbell, baseline J. That one's too far off the left. The rebound put back off the glass and in for 2, Kiel. And it's a 7-point game.
Good look there for Troy, able to take advantage of that opportunity.
Luke Skowjak gives over for Suter on the right wing. In the corner, Ian Elmer. Defended by Kiel. Elmer trying to create some separation, gives it over for Skowjak. Skowjak defended by Dowd, blanketed by Dowd. His jumper misses off the right side.
A tough look there for Skowjak.
Driving inside, Campbell underhands it for 2. And it's back to a 5-point game. 4 straight points for the Trojans.
A really good take there for Campbell. Had a few threes earlier in this game and a strong take there.
5.5 left to go. The RedHawks trying to mount a response. Peter Suter, right side, drives, gets a ton of contact off the glass and in for 2. Counted and 1. And Suter's going to the free throw line.
Just a really, really strong take there from Pete Suter. He's so good at driving the ball inside, whether it's stopping on a dime and hitting that little fadeaway turnaround shot or just driving it straight to the basket. Just so good at driving it in for the RedHawks.
Another great take there from Suter, who is in control when he's right there in front of the basket. Make this an 8-point game here. Suter misses the free throw. Rebounds loose, picked up by Conroy, so can't convert the 3-point play.
And a couple straight missed free throws for Suter.
7-point lead, 59-42, and this is going to be an offensive foul on Fields.
And that's his 4th. So we'll see if he stays in the game or not. But now a couple Trojans, Fields and Jones with 4 fouls.
So Fields too hard into Kraft, and these careless fouls can really add up here for Troy in a hurry. In the corner, Elmer, defended by Fields, gives it up top for Suter. Quick pass on the left side. Byers back to Kraft and over to Suter. Suter drives inside, kicks down low.
Nice
what a
cut.
feed. Byers slams it home for 2. Miami's up by 9. What a feed to Byers there, Bryan.
A great pass and a great cut from Byers. The timing there was just perfect with Suter and Byers.
We've seen a ton of those passes today, and it's worked effectively so far for Miami. 4:20 left, a 9-point lead for the RedHawks. Tatum Connerway drives inside. This will be a foul on Suter. Trying the contact. That'll be his fourth.
Could be big. 4:14 left. So, I mean, how much do you trust Suter to play discipline and not pick up that fifth foul? It's been so good for you offensively. That'd be quite a loss.
4:14 left, like you mentioned. That means Suter's probably going to be out for a couple of minutes, and Cooper's coming in.
You would think at least to the under 4 media timeout for Suter.
Connerway misses the one-on-one. The rebound is picked up by Dowd. Gives it over for Miles Rigsby. Rigsby over for Dowd, inside, defended by Elmer. He misses the shot. Up close, the layup, wide left.
Yeah, I thought there was an open look for Troy there with Rigsby. Decided to pass up on it, drive inside, and Miami, really good team defense.
Cooper out of control. Rigsby steals it away. Rigsby puts up a shot, and he is fouled. This will be on Elmer. Elmer, that'll be his third. And we've reached the media timeout. So this will come down to the wire. The RedHawks up 61-52. Stay with us for a fun finish in Millett between Miami and Troy on RedHawk Radio. We're back inside a crowded Millett Hall. Fun finish to the end here between Miami and Troy in round 2 of the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. A pair of free throws coming up here for Rigsby. Andrew Relvas alongside Bryan Miller. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Rigsby's first free throw rolls out. That was Rigsby, only 2 points today.
And Troy faltering so far at the free throw line, 3 for 6 in the second half.
And he makes the second. So the lead cut to 8, 61-53. I mean, these free throws along with these fouls are really hurting them at the wrong time.
Important note, Suter back in for the RedHawks. Remember, he's got 4, so be something to watch.
Suter bounces Skowjak. Kraft has it on the far side. Circles up top, over to Skowjak, back to Ipsaro. Miami up by 8, trying to get it to double digits. Ipsaro drives inside, his layup short. Campbell grabs the rebound.
Seemed a little rush there from Ipsaro.
Victor Valdez feeds down low. Thomas Dowd off the glass and in with the lefty. And timeout taken by Troy. Cuts it to 6. We'll keep it here, but this is going to be a tight one 3:17 left to go, but a 6-point game. Still anyone's game here in Millett Hall.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a big last 3:17 for each of these squads. I mean, obviously free throw is going to be pretty big to conclude this game. Troy 4 for 7 now from the free throw line. Miami 2 for 4. And we mentioned earlier in this game the hot start from three-point land for Troy. It's really cooled down quite a bit. Trojans now 2 for 10 on three-point attempts in the second half. So Miami's defense doing a really good job forcing up not great looks for the Trojans. They got to keep doing that last 3 minutes or so of this one.
We've seen it all year for the RedHawks. I mean, they've been battle tested on the road. Saw it in their most recent game too against Central Michigan. Chippewas never went away, and the RedHawks are certainly facing a similar threat in the Troy Trojans today.
Yeah, I think this is a really good experience for Miami playing in a game like this. Heard the importance of Travis Steele, talking about the importance of winning different styles of games, especially in the MAC. Typically, we've seen Miami play games in the 80s or 90s, at the very least in the 70s, but a 61-55 game here with about 3 minutes left. A little bit of a different flavor for Miami, but I think that really gets you ready for those 3 days in Cleveland in March.
RedHawks certainly have been battle tested, and it's going to come down to the final 3:17 in Millett Hall. Miami right now shooting 46% from the floor in the second half, 3 for 9 from 3. A little bit better than you had in the first half, but it's got to be your best in these final 3 minutes and change.
And Troy doing a much better job winning the rebounding battle. They're winning it 19-13 over the RedHawks in the second half. They've done a pretty good job getting themselves second chance opportunities. 4 offensive rebounds in this half. Miami only 2.
Troy also is shooting 2 for 10 from deep in the second. So if you're Miami, as long as it's not wide open, you honestly wouldn't mind Troy shooting a three-pointer.
You're not the strongest three-point shooting team anyway. Came into today's game around 30%, 13th in the Sun Belt.
3:15 left to go. Full court pressure by the Trojans. The RedHawks got to get it up, and they can't. Elmer lost his shoe, and here comes the Trojans. This is going to be a foul, and it looks like it's going to be blocking. Rigsby took a big hit on Ipsaro there.
Oh, no, they called a charge.
So that, scratch what I just said. It was going to be a basket instead. The 4th foul on Miles Rigsby after he ran over Ipsaro. Rigsby took the blunt of that hit.
Yeah, it looked like a delayed charge there. Took a while for both the teams to realize it. I don't know if the crowd fully realized that it was called a charge until it was too late.
So back to the RedHawks. Suter wrapped up, gives it over for Skowjak. Up close, Skowjak bounce pass over for Byers down baseline, and the RedHawks reset up top.
Good job by Troy there applying pressure. RedHawks cutting it close there, getting it over in 10 seconds.
Miami leading 61-55. Elmer, left wing, drives inside near the free throw line. Shot clock winding down. Deep 3 from Ipsaro. It's good! Deep three-pointer from Ipsaro gives Miami a 64-55 lead in the second.
What a big-time shot from Ipsaro, though. He could really do it all for the RedHawks. Last-second shot, just throws it up and it goes in. Man, what a big-time play.
That 3 was beyond NBA range. That was a big one. Victor Valdez drives inside, his layup short on the left side. Miami grabs the rebound. Skowjak over for Suter. Suter drives inside, thought he was fouled. Elmer gets the miss.
That looked like a really, really good play by Connerway there. He got the ball out of Suter's hands at the last possible moment.
9-point lead for Miami, can make it double digits. In the corner, Elmer for 3. It's good! Back-to-back threes from the RedHawks, and Miami leads 67-55 in the second.
I mean, this is when they're playing their best. They're such a good three-point shooting team. You can never count them out. Those are a couple big-time threes there for the RedHawks.
Tayton Connerway inside, gets the layup to fall. And Troy takes the timeout, trailing by 10. But those three-pointers by Miami, Bryan, were crucial.
Yeah, I mean, this was looking like a really, really competitive game, and that three-point shot from Absaro really changed the whole vibe of this game. I mean, my goodness, what a big-time play from Absaro. Just knowing your moment, getting the ball, just throwing a shot up, even if it's from way downtown, able to bring it home.
That shot from Absaro, about 33 feet, just a big one. An absolute rocket that really started this run for the RedHawks.
And if you're Miami, you just got to be aware of this press that Troy is putting on right now. They've had some trouble with it the past few possessions. It's taken them about 7, 8, even 9 seconds getting the ball up court. Really cannot afford a 10-second violation here.
90 seconds left to go. It's going to be Miami basketball. Got to travel the entire way of the court here.
Remember, you could run under the basket. You also have 3 timeouts.
Absaro hounded, and he draws the foul on Campbell. This will be Campbell's second. That gives the RedHawks some more room to set up. Some more free throws coming up as well.
Yeah, really good job from Absaro there, forcing the foul and getting him to the line. That's the guy that you want up if you're Miami. A very strong free throw shooter and 5 for 6 today.
Absaro misses the first one. It's about to talk about how good of a free throw shooter he is, but don't want to jinx it.
I already did, Andrew. I just did. And the sad thing is that's not the first time that's happened this season.
Absaro's got one more, and he misses both. Rare misses from Evan Absaro.
You usually don't see him missing back-to-back free throw shots.
10-point game, 1:15 left to go. Rigsby left side, and he's fouled by Byers. That'll be a second.
The last thing you can afford there if you're Miami. Luckily, it wasn't a shooting foul, but Byers just jumping up in the air as soon as you get off of your feet. I mean, really anything could happen. Good job by Troy for forcing the foul there.
1:13 left to go. Miles Rigsby at the free throw line. Brother of Marcus Rigsby. Miles, the younger one, at the free throw line for some big ones. And he makes the first. Last year he was the Sun Belt Conference Freshman of the Year. 78% free throw shooter. And he makes them both, getting the lucky roll.
Big time makes there.
8-point game now. Skowjak gives it over for Absaro, and Absaro races to find Byers. The RedHawks trying to waste some of the clock here. Byers wrapped up, and a timeout taken by Miami.
Smart call there for Travis Steele and Brant Byers. You got 3 of them. You're in a really good position timeout-wise. Smart to take one there. Want to draw a play to get the ball into Absaro's hands and hopefully get him to the line again. I know he just missed the last 2, but I mean, that's still the guy you want up if you're the RedHawks.
So 63 seconds left to go. The RedHawks can taste this one. Just gonna finish some final few details in this one. The RedHawks can hold on, up 8, 1:03 left to go. They will be 2-0 in the MAC Sun Belt Challenge after being 0-2 last year. Fell to Texas State in the opener and Georgia State in the second game. The inbound Suter, back to Byers and back to Suter. Suter double team, nearly turned it over, and Absaro has it.
I'm not sure if Troy's going to foul.
Suter finds Skowjak in the corner for 3. That one's wide left. The rebound Dowd, They have it, 45 seconds left to go. Campbell driving inside a right-handed floater. It's good for him. 6-point game.
And that's just too quick to allow a basket if you're the RedHawks defense, able to go coast to coast easily.
67-61, Miami can't turn it over. They nearly did just there. Suter has it, trying to draw the foul, and this will be another timeout
oh,
for
they
Miami.
called a tech.
And this is going to be a tack on Scott Cross. That one came out of nowhere. Didn't really see that.
So they were arguing. They were saying there was a travel on Ipsara when he was getting the ball, and I guess he said something that he shouldn't have said, crossed the line. They immediately called a technical on the Troy bench.
So that's going to be a big one. A 6-point game can really turn back into a 3-possession game. And that could potentially be a game changer here in Millett Hall.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, you get 2 more free throws if you're Miami, and then you get the ball back. Could potentially get up to a 10-point lead here if you're the RedHawks. I mean, that changes everything. I mean, right now, 2-possession game, if you're able to get to 10 with just over 30 seconds left, it makes it really, really hard for Troy to get back in this game.
Got to make the free throws here if you're Miami. But this is a really good sign for the RedHawks. Troy as well on a 6-0 run, and that one pretty much kills all momentum for the Trojans.
Yeah, and you rarely see a technical called in that situation. I mean, you know emotions are going to be running high. I'm not sure what was said, but very rare that you see a technical called in that spot.
Quick one on Scott Cross in his 6th year at the helm of the Troy Trojans. Spent some time at UT Arlington before making the jump to Alabama. So it'll be Ipsara at the free throw line. He's 5 for 8 today. And makes the first. 68-61. The sophomore trying to ice this one away. And he makes them both. Big free throws there by Ipsara. And Miami leads 69-61. They'll also have the ball here.
And if you're Troy, 35 seconds left down it, you have to foul.
Suter has it here for Miami.
I don't know what's
Pump
taking
fake
so
the
long.
pass, and Skowjak, they still aren't fouling Ipsara. Byers, RedHawks playing hot potato here. Trying to waste some time. Ipsara over for Byers in the corner. The RedHawks don't believe they're going to shoot this one. Byers turns it over. Tayton Connerway takes it away. 13 seconds left to go. Rigsby inside draws the foul. I guess that's best case scenario. Clock stays at 10.6. And some free throws coming up for Rigsby.
Well, I mean, I guess Troy got what they wanted. They got the turnover they're looking for, but I mean, there's 10.6 seconds left and you're down 8. I don't understand why you wouldn't foul there, to be honest. I don't get it.
69-61, Miles Rigsby at the free throw line. And he makes the first. Got to make them both here and start playing the foul game.
And if you're Miami, you just got to be careful with the passes that you make. You know pressure's going to come.
Rigsby makes the second. Looked like a potential baseline infraction there from Connerway, but they won't call it.
No, I think they did.
Yeah, they called that, so the free throw's wiped off. 7-point game, 69-62. Ipsara has it here. 5 seconds left to go. No foul. The RedHawks are going to run this one out, and Miami will defeat Troy. The RedHawks win 69-62, and a big-time victory over a talented Troy team. Miami is 2-0 in the Sun Belt Conference, and the RedHawks have now secured 4 consecutive victories to improve their overall record to 18-5. Bryan, it wasn't pretty, but when it counted most, Miami bared down, and they had some huge performances, especially from deep in the second half.
Yeah, we knew it wasn't going to be a pretty game as soon as this one started, but as long as you get the win, it's pretty enough, right? Evan Ipsara, man, what a performance. really did it all for Miami. We know the effort that he can give defensively, but that late three with a couple minutes to go really changed the vibes in this game. That was a big-time shot. 15 points on the day, 7 for 10 from the free throw line, 3 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 on three-point attempts. Also had an assist as well. And I mean, I know it says he doesn't have any steals today, but his effort defensively was still really good. Think about the charge that he took with a couple minutes to go. Just a big-time performance from Absaro. Seems like the perfect game for him today.
Sorrow, 7 for 10 from the free throw line as well. 8 players played for the RedHawks. All of them scored. Miami had 3 players in double figures. Turned the ball over 18 times, though, but made the threes when they needed to. And that is a big-time victory over a Troy team that's right there in the thick of it in the Sun Belt Conference, tied for second. That'll be a fun finish in that conference.
Yeah, the depth for Miami really showed out today. 35 points from the bench today. Troy only 15, so really dominating the depth performance the RedHawks were today.
Miami improves to 18-5. This one won't count in the MAC, but win number 4 in a row. And for Troy, they fall to 15-9, losing 2 games in a row. Miami's next matchup will be a big one versus Toledo. Miami and Toledo basically 2 and 3 in the MAC. Crucial one on Tuesday at 7 p.m. We'll have that for you on Red Hawk Radio. And for Troy, they face Louisiana on Wednesday at 7:30 on the road. That's going to do it here from Millett Hall. The final score, 69-62. The RedHawks pick up a big victory over the Troy Trojans here at a Saturday matinee. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Andrew Relvas, joined alongside Bryan Miller. We'll catch you Tuesday for a huge one versus Toledo. As always, have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your weekend.